Beats by SV.com.
Welcome back. We're back with another video. If you're new to our channel, just hit the subscribe button down below. And today we're going to be talking about how to save money. We live in a generation that likes to have instant gratification, that lives by debt, that just parties and spends all their money away but never saves for the future. And the problem with that is that we're going to end up growing up without any type of money, no savings, no retirement, living on welfare or social security. And we all know that's not a lot of money. So as a young person, I wanted to teach other young people, or even if you're a bit older, how to save money and how to prepare yourself and set yourself up for success. Number one is pay yourself first. So usually what I will do is I'll pay. Okay, it's not literally paying yourself first, but what I'll do is I will pay all my bills first. So anything that is due near the time, I'll pay myself, pay those stuff off first. And then what I do is I will immediately send money into my savings. So I will say, you know what, I'm going to give myself $300 for spending money for whatever comes up for until I get paid on my next paycheck, and whatever's remaining, I'm sending that all over to my savings. That means I have no choice but to live by what I set aside in my checking account. So that helps me because it helps me to be disciplined, because I have no choice except for to use what is in my checking account. The second tip I have for you is to put it in an account that is not that easily accessible, like something that would take like 3 to 5 business days in order for you to receive your money. So back in the day when I first started saving, like when I turned 18, I was paying off my braces. My goal was to buy my first car. It's so funny, I'm in my car right now. But my goal was to buy my first car. So I started saving very intensely. And what helped me, because I realized for me, it's hard to be disciplined with my finances when I just have it in my checkings account. Because it's like I can access it at any time, pull money, I can swipe my debit card, whatever. So back in the day, I used to have a Tangerine account. I still have it now. But before, what used to happen, in order to get your money, they had to do like almost like a wire transfer. So in order to get your money, it would take about 3 to 5 business days for me to get it. So by doing that, it helped me to think, hey, if this is going to take so long, do I really need it? And 9 times out of 10, I didn't actually need it. So what I would do is, now what I do is I actually have an account with Wealthsimple. And that one is the same thing, because now my Tangerine has a checking, so I can get access to it at any time. But I use Wealthsimple because I know that it's going to take 3 business days in order for me to get my money. So it makes me more hesitant to take out that money that I'm saving. Tip number 3. So what I would advise is having goals for yourself. When you have goals for yourself, it helps you to think of the bigger picture rather than just be in the here and the now. Because the thing is, when you don't have goals, it's just like, oh, like you don't know what that money is for. But an example, for me being young and living in Toronto, which is really expensive to live in or to even get housing, my goal is to one day be able to afford to buy a house. For myself to live in. So right now I'm just saving and saving, also saving to get an upgrade on my car as well. So having these types of goals, it helps in the future. It helps to save in the now, because you know what you're saving towards, rather than just saving a chunk of money. You'll be more tempted to just spend it if you have nothing in mind for it, right? My tip number 4 is you can save money just by spending less, obviously. So one of the ways I was able to cut down my costs is by not eating out as much. So when I first started my job, one of the issues I had was there's a cafeteria in here. So what I would do is I would not bring food, buy breakfast, lunch at work, and then after work I would go out and like buy McDonald's or something. I don't know. And then one day I just had the wake up call. Like, I don't know if your bank has this, but mine has it where it has like an insights page. So it shows you the categories on what you spend your money on. So within 1 month, I spent $400 on food alone. And I'm like, no, that's not okay. It's all food, like junk food. It's not helping me. It's not helping with my health. And on top of that, it's costing a lot of money. So having that wake up call, I'm like, no, I need to start packing my lunch. So to do groceries for the month, it might cost like maybe 100 or 200 a month, but it's a lot healthier. It tastes better because let's not be fake. A lot of food out there does not taste good. It's just passable and it's quick and easy, but it doesn't taste as good as having home cooked food or tasting your mom's food or being able to cook. And it also gives you that outlet to be creative by cooking at home, right? So by doing that, I was able to cut down costs, and then by cutting down costs, I'm able to add more money to my savings as well. Tip number 5, I know it's technically not about how to save money, but if you're getting a savings account, just make sure that it's also an investment savings account. Many banks nowadays, they're not really giving that much interest on your money. They're lending it out to people, but your money isn't making that much money. Majority of the banks that I've seen, they give anywhere between like 0.8%. The most I've seen is with Tangerine, and it was like maybe like 2% or 2.3. I think BMO also has it as well, but Bank of Montreal. But yeah, that's nothing compared to anything, because they're charging you so much to borrow money from them, which is technically the money of the people. An example is you get a credit card and the interest on that is 19.99, but they're only giving you at most 2.3%. So I wouldn't advise getting a savings account that's also an investment as well. That's invested in like a mutual funds or in stock or something like that. With Wealthsimple, I have a TFSA savings account, and that is invested in a bunch of stocks. So not only am I saving my money, but on top of saving my money, I'm making money on my money. So it's something that I don't have to do, and I can pull it out at any time that I want to, and it's fine. My last tip for you guys would be to obviously pay off any debt that you have, because the thing is, when you do have debt, it's like a cloud looming over you. You can't even think about anything else except for that debt. So what I would advise is to pay it off so that you're debt free. You don't have any monthly payments in terms of paying off credit cards or student loans or anything like that. And all that money that you're putting towards paying those monthly debts, you can put that into your savings, and that would be considered extra money, right? Those are my tips on saving money. If you have any more tips that you'd like to share with anyone, just comment down below. Just let us know what you'd like to see in the next video or what you'd like to see more of on our channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video and like, and we'll see you next time. We thank you for checking us out and enjoy your day. Bye.